Well, speaking of injured quarterbacks, Teddy Bridgewater made his return to practice.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah.
Good dude. Let's hear it for Teddy Bridgewater. I'm rooting for this kid.
A time, I think that was the saddest football fans have ever been for a player when he was injured. I remember that happening over a year now.
Now, it's like Gordon Hayward, but we didn't see the Gordon.
Right.
We saw Gordon. This we didn't see, but we heard. Literally, players, Christine, broke down when they heard this. Like, Viking players were crying at practice.
Right, so he returned, and the videos, some of them you can see online, are really cool of the teammates just being so excited to see him walking out onto the field through the tunnel, giving him high fives and hugs, which is great to see. Vikings are 4-2, so we'll see what happens when he's able to return, and he was able to do some first teamwork yesterday, showed no limitations, which is shocking.
You know, Christine, I think this is actually one of the most talented teams in the league. They have gotten ridiculously bad luck. I mean, seriously, they had Bridgewater, gets hurt. They bring in Bradford, gets hurt. They have the Rookie of the Year running back, Dalvin Cook, gets hurt. I mean, this organization is, sometimes you just get bad luck. This is a well-run organization. Like Detroit, a lot of times hasn't been well-run. They know what they're doing in Minnesota. They can't get a break with their skill people.
What do you do now, though, with their quarterback situation? Like, when Bradford's healthy?
I think you do Bradford. Well, you know what? The bottom line for this year, you keep all three. Case Keenum's not. He's one of the top backups in the league. Case Keenum's fine. I think you bring Bridgewater along slowly in Bradford, and then you have an off season, and then you go into it with Bridgewater and Bradford. By the way, Bridgewater and Bradford together would be as good as anything in the league not named Garoppolo Brady. Those are two good guys.
Don't bring Bridgewater back at all this year?
No. I'm not sure. Huh. No. If he's ready to go,
if he's showing no limitations in practice,
and they're 7-2. Yeah, absolutely, I'd bring him back. But I would not rush it because one more injury with him, and it's going to be like you're going to have no trade value, and his career could be over.
The Thunder play the Knicks tonight, which, of course, I'm very excited to watch. Are you going to be watching this one?
I will watch.
Favorite, Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony. It doesn't get better than that for you on a court.
That and the Cubs-Dodgers I'll watch tonight, yes.
Cubs-Dodgers is good, too. This is an article that came from the New York Times, and it's talking about Carmelo Anthony and his departure from the Knicks and his relationship with Phil Jackson. He is saying that there was no support from the organization, and when you feel like you're out on your own, then on top of that, you feel like you're being pushed out. I just didn't have any support, and he felt like Phil Jackson would trade him for, quote, a bag of chips.
Well, I think Phil Jackson looked at it and thought, listen, he's not a great defender. He's past his prime physically. He's breaking down. We got to start over. And listen, this stuff's tough. NBA players have guaranteed contracts. They're beloved by fans. And if you walk into an organization and you're like, it's not like Westbrook may have some issues, but Westbrook's in his athletic prime. You're like, okay, I can live with Westbrook's flaws, whatever they are, or John Wall, or a player that I know always love. But with Carmelo, you were past his prime physically, and you don't want to build around him. What do you do? I mean, what do you do?
Well, it's interesting to hear you say that you don't want to build around him, and what you think he's probably not a great teammate too, right?
Well, he's proven that he's not. I mean, you have like 30 published stories of guys saying. I mean, it's like it's been established what Melo is. Like Rush Limbaugh, it's established. He's conservative.
Okay, well then how do you explain this? The Players Union was asked to vote for the 2017 Teammate of the Year award.
Oh, yes.
And guess who the Knicks voted as the Teammate of the Year?
Oh, yeah. But, by the way, it should be noted, Kaepernick won that award for the Niners, and yet nobody will come out and defend him as a player that played with him.
Well, that's a whole other bag of chips if we're talking about chips.
Player awards, I hear this stuff all the time.
You know, they're anonymous usually, so if they're all voting Carmelo as their favorite teammate.
Yes.
And some of the quotes were that he kept us together. You could never tell that something was going on. He was always calm and collected.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, there's something to be said about that.
We
looked it up just because we were wondering about Oklahoma City, and I was really hoping that it would be Westbrook, but it was actually Nick Collison from the Thunder, which tells me great things about Westbrook because the two of them are buddies, and they have matching Halloween costumes. Remember that?
Yeah, fascinating.
So they're, good friends. He's surrounding himself with good people. Look at these guys.
Yeah.
Great teammates.
Great
Excited
teammates.
to watch them tonight.
Yeah.
Who do you have tonight?
I don't pick NBA. I don't have a clue. I haven't seen them play.
I'm 0-2 on my predictions, so.
Yeah. This team's going to win 58 games. They're going to win a bunch of games.
The Thunder or the Knicks?
Oh, the Thunder. They'll win a bunch of games. Absolutely. They'll be second or third. Yeah, I mean, they're going to regular season, you can score your way to 55 wins with that kind of talent. Those are talented dudes.
Second or third is accurate.
Yeah. Christine with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.